Tell us, what are the side effects with wearing heels?
So heels are fashionable and everybody likes wearing them because they look
Yes.
good. But the downsides are that you have to have your toes in what we call a dorsiflexor up position, and it really crushes the front of the foot in the shoe. And as you go back to like the 50s, if you took x-rays of a foot in the shoe, it's very deforming. It doesn't look right at all. So yes, they're fashionable. They put a lot of stress. They can cause bunions, neuromas, clawed toes, hammer toes, all these deformities as we get older that you really don't want to see in your foot.
Okay, so as we're doing it when we're younger and we know that our feet hurt, I guess kind of listen to your body. When your feet do hurt, that means you probably should be wearing those.
Exactly, exactly.
So what are some of the long-term effects that wearing high heels can cause over time? Because people usually see it later in life. They see the effects of wearing those heels.
So it's not just cosmetic. You can get a lot of pain in the front of the foot. The bunions can cause you to have difficulty running and walking and standing. You can get neuromas, which cause chronic pain in your foot and actually stop you from being active and healthy. And so the taller the heel, the more pressure on the front of your foot. And so you really want to keep it really within an inch if you can. Once you go to 3 inches, 4 inches, you're really putting almost double the pressure on the front of your foot.
Okay, so we have an x-ray of a bunion. Let's look at the x-ray of a bunion, and you show us what's actually happening in this x-ray, and I see you've corrected it in one of the pictures.
So these are on the top side, you can see all the different shapes of the feet. And what a bunion is people think it's a growth of bone, but it's not. It's really such pressure on the foot from shoe wear that the big toe is now moved over to the side and the ligaments become weak. You can see the 4 different types of pictures. And to fix a bunion, it's not a simple removal of bone. You really have to do a lot of work to that foot to get it straight and right.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of painful and takes a long time to recover, so it's not that benign.
Are you removing a piece of a bone there?
Very minimally. Most of it is reshifting the bone back to where it was naturally placed.
Wow. Okay. Let's move on. You're actually going to show us here with this display neuromas, what a neuroma is. You can get that from wearing heels.
Yes. So a neuroma is where you're wearing the high heel shoes and it puts stress on the nerves on the bottom of your foot. What happens is these nerves become very thickened and very fat, and they cause lots of pain, discomfort, and actually become very big balls. And any shoe that presses on the foot causes the shooting electric burning pain, and it's really uncomfortable for the patient and really requires surgery to get rid of them in a lot of cases.
Okay. And we have another one. This is called crossover toes. This is actually one I have not seen. Talk to me about this.
So what this is, as you imagine, you put your foot into a very narrow pointed shoe. The big toe gets pushed over, and over time the second toe has nowhere to go, and so it gets pushed up and over. And it requires a large surgery to get them to look straight.
Oh, wow.
And it never makes them normal.
Okay, you're scaring us into flats. We only have a few seconds left. What's the worst heel height to wear, and then what's the best heel height, the safest heel height to wear?
So really anything above 2 inches is not ideal for your foot.
Okay.
But there actually is some benefit to wearing a small wedge. About 1 inch is actually protective versus an absolute flat. So about 1 inch is actually good for you.
So now you're also saying don't go too flat.
You
don't
got it.
wear too flat and don't wear too high. There you go. Thank you so much, Doctor. We certainly appreciate it. Kind of scaring us into a healthier future here.
Thank you very much for having me.
For more information, head to nm.org. Dr. Anish is from Northwestern Medicine.